We all knew that the floodgates were going to be opening. Cheers. We all knew that the floodgates were going to be opening. And what I mean by that is, now even Toure, who interviewed R. Kelly a few years back, asking him about why he was attracted to younger women or teenage girls, and then R. Kelly in the interview was like, well, exactly what do you mean by young or teenage? Remember Toure? I'll leave a link to that in the description box. Well, guess what? They got him on alleged workplace sexual harassment. Again, floodgates are opening, and we all knew this was going to happen. Typically when situations of sexual assault, harassment, abuse, any allegations are made, others will come out and also accuse others, and more people will come out with more and more sexual assault, harassment allegations, accusations. And of course, in the USA, you are innocent until proven guilty. So a lot of this has to be taken to a court of law, rather, if people want to proceed. And I just want to preference this video and have a disclaimer with everybody. I have the utmost respect for survivors and victims of sexual assault, harassment, and abuse. I myself am a survivor victim of sexual assault. I was molested when I was 8 years old. However, there are people who are coming out of the floodgate who more than likely are lying. There are people who are lying. There are people who are telling fibs, stories, lies. There are folks, unfortunately, who will jump on the bandwagon to make money and get attention and stardom and fame, and even though they're slandering somebody else or lying, it's still 15 minutes of fame for them, and that's worth a lot to some people, unfortunately. Now, I'll leave another link to the statistical findings on sexual assault, harassment, abuse. 97% of the sexual assault, harassment cases are proven to be true, and 3% are proven to be false. So overwhelmingly, most people who are coming out and expressing the abuse and harassment and assaults that they fortunately went true. But I'm just saying, the floodgates are opening, okay? And I think a lot of people need to start being mindful of what they're saying and doing, because a lot of people are speaking up about the sexual assault, harassment. It is great that folks are bringing awareness and addressing the problem of sexual assault, harassment, abuse, aka rape culture, which I'm going to do a video later on talking about what rape culture is. But it's a problem. People in general, regardless, gender, sex, race, sexuality, class, people are victims, people are survivors, and people are predators. And this is an ongoing problem in our society. But I'm saying be careful, because some of y'all like Toure talking all this shit, Charlemagne the God, you talking all this shit, but then allegedly you just as bad as R. Kelly. You doing the same type of shit. And it's just like, so a lot of y'all might want to, because some of your own behaviors are questionable. Now, back to the psych perspective. Can people change? Yes, people can learn. People can learn. People can change their ways. People can ask for forgiveness and repent. People can make amends. People can change. I do believe that. But just because you change doesn't mean what you did in the past won't be against you. I mean, let's just be real. A lot of things that we've done in the past are going to follow us, unfortunately, and they will be held against us in a court of law, and it's wrong and right is right. Rather, you moved on and you've asked for forgiveness and you've repented and you've changed or not. You feel me? So there is now a documentary that HBO is going to be picking up about Michael Jackson and sexual abuse allegations. And it's two men who are going to be in the documentary discussing how they were abused when they were little children, when they were young kids, by Michael Jackson, allegedly. Again, the floodgates are opening. I said this. And let's talk about Jay-Z and Foxy Brown. Okay. So, allegedly, Jay-Z took Foxy Brown's virginity when she was 15 years old and he was 24 years old. Okay? This is in the 90s. This is like what, 94, 95, 1994, 1995. So once again, he is a Gen Xer, and Foxy Brown, for her to be 14, 15 in 95, 94, 95, she was a millennial. More than likely a super late Gen Xer or a early on millennial. So once again, you got people having sex with folks that are underage. They shouldn't be doing it, shouldn't be carrying on. And this is why I keep saying, in my opinion, the age of consent should be a federal law that's 18 years old and older. You can, at 18 you can consent, because all these different states having their own variations of the age of consent is very confusing. But most places you got to be 16 or older to consent. And I don't think you can be 15 in New York. New York, where they're from, yeah, I don't think in that state you can be 15. So that would have been rape. That would have been sexual assault. That would have been molestation. You know what I mean? But again, like I keep saying, PsychedPerspective, something that we have to keep reminding ourselves is, where are the parents? Where are Foxy Brown's parents? Jay-Z is in the wrong, period. You 24 allegedly having sex with a 15-year-old. That's ridiculous. You a grown man. And like I said, that's a 9th, 10th grader. Shouldn't be doing that. But also the parents. Again, you allowing your 15-year-old to be with a 24-year-old man? What's really going on? What's really going on? And then, of course, like I said before in other videos, the floodgates are open. Just like what took place with all those politicians who, on both sides of the aisle, Republican and Democrat, who were allegedly accused of sexual harassment and abuse. Some of them stepped down, and again, it was so many of them coming out. Then you had Kavanaugh, that whole situation, Brett Kavanaugh, and then your president, grab him by the pussy, so all the way up, all the way down, all the way between, in every nook and cranny, you got perverted, sick predators walking around. And people need to be more vigilant and aware of what's going on. Right? Because we can't sit up here and act like we don't see what's going on. We see what's going on. But like I said, the floodgates are open. I will be doing another video discussing rape culture with a PsychedPerspective twist. So if you enjoy these videos, subscribe, stay tuned. More content is coming.